Number 15. Launched as a limited edition model, the RSpec was built to enhance the handling and power of the standard GT, offering an even more thrilling driving experience. At its heart was the same supercharged 5-liter V8 engine found in the regular GT, delivering an impressive 450 horsepower and 420 pounds-ft of torque. This power plant was paired with a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, allowing the RSpec to go from 0 to 60 inches around 4.5 seconds and finish the quarter mile in just 12.6 seconds at 117 miles per hour. Only 350 units were built, making the GT RSpec a rare and collectible piece of Australian motoring history. Number 14. The F6 Typhoon RSpec is one of those rare Aussie muscle sedans that made its mark not with a V8 rumble, but with a turbocharged inline-6 that could embarrass much pricier machines. At its heart was the legendary 4-liter Barra inline-6, fortified with a massive turbocharger and air-to-air intercooler. Power: a robust 362 horsepower and a staggering 406 lb-ft torque. That torque figure made it one of the most muscular sedans in its class, especially when paired with the slick 6-speed manual. It could do 0 to 60 inches, the low 5-second range super quick for a 4-door family sedan in 2007. FPV limited production to just 300 units, making it a true collector's item among Aussie Ford fans. Number 13. The XY Falcon GTHO Phase 3 emerged from the Australian automotive scene in the early 1970s. Ford Australia unleashed this fire-breathing sedan as a successor to the already impressive XW Falcon GTHO. It hit the streets in 1971, and enthusiasts still talk about it with reverence. Powered by a 351 Cleveland V8 engine, the Phase 3 produced an official 300 horsepower, though it was rumored to deliver closer to 380 horses in reality. With its 11:5:1 compression ratio, it could sprint to 60 inches just 6.4 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 14.2 seconds. Only 300 of these magnificent machines were produced from May to November 1971. Number 12. Born as Holden Special Vehicle's ultimate send-off before the end of local manufacturing, the GTSR W1 was designed to go out with a roar, and it most certainly did. Under the hood sits a hand-built supercharged 6.2-liter LS9 V8, yes, the same engine that powered the legendary Corvette ZR1. With 636 horsepower and a thunderous 601 pounds-ft torque, the W1 hurdles from 0 to 60 inches just 4.1 seconds. Its raw power you can feel in your chest, a visceral reminder that this is a car meant to be experienced, not just admired. HSV made only 300 road-going examples, and all were numbered, making them exceptionally rare. Number 11. When Ford Australia decided to revive the GT moniker in the early 90s, it wasn't just a marketing move. It was a nod to heritage, aimed squarely at fans of the original Falcon GTs from the late 60s and early 70s. Built to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the original XR GT, the EB GT was developed by Ford in collaboration with Tickford Vehicle Engineering. Under the hood sat a 5-liter Windsor V8 producing 268 horsepower. While that might not sound like tire-melting power today, it was no slouch back in the early 90s, especially for a full-size sedan. Performance-wise, it could hit 0 to 60 inches, 7.3 seconds. Only 265 units were built. That makes it one of the rarest post-1000, 970 seconds GT Falcons ever produced. Number 10. As a performance upgrade of the LH Torana SLR 5000, the L34 package was engineered to dominate the racetrack, particularly in endurance events like Bathurst. At its heart, the L34 featured a highly tuned 5-liter V8 engine, initially producing 240 horsepower but capable of much more when modified for racing. The L34 engine had stronger internals, including high-performance pistons, a larger camshaft, and modified heads, making it ideal for race tuning. The L34's crowning achievement came in 1975 when it secured victory in the prestigious Bathurst 1000 endurance race. Driven by Peter Brock and Brian Sampson, the L34 showcased its dominance, particularly in wet conditions, which highlighted its superior handling and power-to-weight ratio. Only 263 SLR 5000 seconds were equipped with the L34 package, and after 50 years, only 30 to 40 original examples still exist today. Number 9. Built as part of the BF Mark II series and unveiled at the 2007 Melbourne Motor Show, only 200 sedans were produced, 175 for Australia, and 25 exported to New Zealand. Drive it anywhere, and you'll instantly notice its unique silhouette black paintwork boldly, contrasted by striking gold racing stripes and GT 45th Anniversary decals. Power comes from a naturally aspirated 5.4 liters Boss 290 V8, delivering 390 horsepower, and it's paired with a crisp 6-speed Tremec manual gearbox or optional auto. But what truly sets this GT apart is the factory-fit RSpec handling package, which sharpens performance without sacrificing comfort. Number 8. Born in celebration of HSV's 25th birthday, this special edition GTS was a proper nod to everything the brand stood for since its launch in 1987. Based on the E-Series 3 GTS, the 25th anniversary model came packing the same snarling 6.2 liters LS3 V8 under the hood, producing a meaty 436 horsepower and 406 pounds-ft torque. What set this edition apart was the detailed work. Unique 20-inch forged alloys, a bold body kit, a special 25th anniversary badge, and a numbered build plate inside reminded you that this wasn't your everyday GTS. Only 140 units were built for Australia, with a handful more sent to New Zealand, making it a rare beast by modern muscle car standards. Number 7. Developed to commemorate HSV's 20th anniversary, the W427 was the most powerful and expensive Australian production car at the time of its release. The nameplate itself carried historical weight. 427 paid homage to the cubic inch capacity of its engine, while W stood for Walkinshaw, a nod to Tom Walkinshaw, the owner of HSV. At its core was a massive 7 liters LS7 V8 engine, sourced from the Corvette Z6. This naturally aspirated power plant delivered an astonishing 503 horsepower and 472 pounds-feet of torque, making the W427 a true supercar in sedan form. Paired with a 6-speed manual, it could go from 0 to 60 inches, just 4.7 seconds, and through the quarter mile in just 12.8 seconds. With only 137 units produced, the W427 is a rare and highly sought-after collector's item. Number 6. The RPO 83 was Ford's way of quietly salvaging parts and plans from the cancelled Falcon GTHO Phase 4 program, which was abruptly shelved after the infamous supercar scare of 1972. Option 83 essentially bundled bits of the aborted Phase 4 into a road-going GT sedan. Think Cleveland 351 V8 with HO spec parts like solid lifters, better exhausts, and in some cases, 780 CFM Holley carbs. These weren't individually badged or hyped, so most buyers had no idea they were getting a car with racing DNA still coursing through its veins. Only 130 sedans were built. Even within that small group, specs varied, making each RPO 83 a sort of mechanical fingerprint. Number 5. Introduced in 1963, the S4 was Holden's first proper attempt at producing a factory-built performance sedan for racing, specifically to tackle the famous Armstrong 500 at Bathurst. At the time, the EH series was already making waves with its all-new red motor, a huge step forward from the older gray engine. But for the track, Holden needed something tougher. The solution: the S4, a performance-oriented version of the EH Special. It packed a beefier 2.9 liters inline-6 engine with revised internals. This was Holden's secret weapon against the likes of Ford and Chrysler, Built with motorsport in mind but sold through dealerships to meet homologation rules. Only 126 units were built, making it one of the rarest Holdens ever. Number 4. While the standard VT Commodore was a family-friendly sedan, the GTS 300 was its wild, V8 pumped alter ego, built for those who thought too much power was just a suggestion. What made it so special? Under the bonnet sat the iconic Callaway-tuned 5.7 liters C4B V8, producing a brutal 402 horsepower. This engine wasn't your typical LS1. It was hand-assembled in the US by Callaway and featured hot camshafts, upgraded internals, and a serious attitude problem. It could go 0 to 60 inches 5.1 seconds and run through the quarter-mile in just 13.3 seconds. Only 117 units were ever built, making it one of HSV's lowest production runs. Each one is a unicorn today, with collectors keeping a close eye on values as they rise steadily. Number 3. Back in the mid-90 seconds, Australia wasn't just busy winning cricket matches and for the 70 AG end, perfecting Vegemite toast. It was also building one of the wildest performance sedans the world had ever heard of. The HSV GTSR, drenched in retina, searing yellow paint and sporting a massive rear wing that could double as a picnic table. This was Holden Special vehicles going full Mad Max. Under the hood was a hand-built 5.7 liters stroker V8, tuned by HRT to pump out 288 horsepower and 350 pounds F-torque. It could run 0 to 60 inches, 6.2 seconds and a quarter mile in the low 14 seconds. Only 85 were built. That's it, 85, which makes the GTSR rarer than many Ferraris, but with way more mullet and attitude. Today, these things fetch crazy money at auction, with pristine examples selling for over $1 million Australian dollars. Number 2. While the Lancer Evolution was busy stealing the spotlight with turbo whistles and rally trophies, Mitsubishi quietly unleashed a full-size Aussie monster. Born in Adelaide and tuned by the legendary team Mitsubishi Rally Art, this was Mitsubishi Australia's wild last-ditch attempt to give the 380 sedan some proper grunt. At its heart was a 3.8 liters V6, but TMR didn't stop there. They bolted on a Sprintex supercharger, added a high-flow intake and exhaust, and massaged the ECU until the engine spat out a glorious 310 horsepower and 326 pounds-feet torque. The car's acceleration from 0 to 62 is a little underwhelming at almost 8 seconds. That's a far cry from the sub-6-second number TMR claimed. They say it is mostly due to the wheel spin, poor tires, and weight. Of course, TMR is only building 20 of these, which makes it a very collectible car. Number 1. Designed as the next chapter in Ford Australia's muscle car domination, the Phase IV was supposed to follow the legendary Phase 3, then the world's fastest four-door sedan with even more grunt and aerodynamic flair. Instead, it was killed off before it even got out of the starting blocks. Why? 2 words: supercar scare. Amid rising panic about high-powered cars in the hands of everyday Aussies, media and politicians freaked out. Headlines screamed about 160 miles per hour missiles being sold to the public. And just like that, Ford, Holden, and Chrysler all hit the brakes. The Phase 4 program was axed almost overnight, but not before 4 cars were built. Yep, just 4. Of those, 1 was a race prototype, and 3 were road-going development models. All were based on the sleeker XA Falcon body with subtle flares, 15-inch globe wheels, and a beefy 351 Cleveland V8 under the hood. Tuned for high performance and ready to terrorize Bathurst.